We are recorded. So welcome to Tuesday night's Whole Team Winning Power Hour. I'm super excited to have so many of you on. Thank you for taking the time. Wow, 280 of you. This is awesome. So as you can see in the chat bar, let me get the chat back open. Task number 1, post a before and after with a poll on your stories. So I always find, guys, when I'm doing little fast tasks like this, let me just mute everybody quickly. I always find it really helpful on days when you're having really quiet days, or you know, you've got a little bit of spare time, go and create yourself either a folder on your phone or a Facebook group with you and one of your team, or just you and someone, because I think you have to have 2 people in a group, and start creating albums of before and after photos. So you can have a hair album, you can have a skin album, you can have a weight loss album, you can have a weight gain album, you can have a recruitment album, whatever it is, just use it like a catalogue library. So when you are doing power hours and you need to post it before and after, or you need something on your stories really quick, you can just whack yourself in a group, pick out a picture, and you can get it up really quickly. We do this for our team for new starters, so we have loads of albums ready to rock for people who are just starting. So really good idea, especially on your power hours. So take your time now, go and find yourself a quick before and after. It doesn't matter what one it is, whether it's hair, skin, weight gain, weight loss, but add a poll to it as well. Oh, I love this song. Just have a look as well. Task 2 is to post a recruitment poll on your stories. The same thing, like what we do as a team, if we have polls or stories that get a lot of interaction, we use that group, our little private group, and we'll share them so we can all use them. So I don't know about you guys, but on my profile, I try and keep my profile, I don't have juice plus, but on my stories, all goes out the window. I don't give a shit. I post them one after the other on there. I don't mind. So Caitlin, if you've already done them today and you don't want to, you could post something different, but maybe it could be a poll about an interaction poll. So who's looking forward to the sunshine? Who likes the summer? Who likes the winter? I don't know. Get something so people will talk, because as soon as people answer your poll, you can get straight in their inbox. You just want to get something up in your stories. I'm using another phone and it's really slow. I do in my spare time as well. I stalk other reps and go through their photos and their stories, and then I save them to albums. All about saving time.
Oh, you are taking it. Are you're taking a mic? You.
Oh, someone's taking the mic.
Your top. Yeah, you're like that.
Oh, I don't know how it keeps unmuting somebody. Do you know what else I do? And I know it sounds really weird, but emojis are so cool, right? You can really put, not, it's a bit like NLP, but not put ideas in people's heads, but I do it when I message people about products for reshipments. I always say about, do you want the good stuff to keep coming? And I use the, you know, the 100% and like really positive emojis. So when I'm doing who is looking to drop a dress size on my poll, I've got the emoji with the person with their hand up. And then I've got me with a hand up, and then the send info, I've got like a little letter with a heart on it. But really think about it. Emojis are so cool. You can kind of get into people's minds with pictures. Right, recruitment. Actually, I'm going to do a quick selfie of me in the car, working from the car, and do a work from anywhere one. Cool. Yeah, tasks are going in again, no problem. Whack them in there now for you. Yeah, so Jenny, what I do, so how do we save the info with pictures on our phones, like their names and what they've lost? So you could, to be honest, I use a Facebook group. I just find it so useful. So you only need to add one other person. So you could use a sideline buddy, or, you know, link up with someone if you don't have a team. And then what I do is I put the picture, and then I add it to the album, and then in the comments I put the post and the information about that person, so I can just copy and paste it across. Sorry, I'm just reading through the chat messages. Can't create a poll. Oh yeah, Sarah, so I just do it on my Facebook, but I guess what you could do, I mean, it depends what kind of phone you have. You could create in your notes section, you can do screenshots of pictures and then write something in your notes, but I find a Facebook group really, really works. So, and just save it as like something like, I don't know, photo catalogue or poll ideas or something like that. How are we doing? Have we done the polls? I'm just putting I keep having to flick between this and the Zoom, so give me 2 seconds. I'm going to quickly whack this one out. Are you looking for so I'm doing me in the car. Are you looking for a business you can take anywhere? So I always question on my polls as well, like brilliant. So I will question on my polls, like this one for my business one. I put, are you looking for a business you can take anywhere? And the question is, what's involved? So then I have to talk to them about it. So rather than just a yes or a no, never do a no, by the way. What's involved? Let's do a little emoji for that. And then the next one I'll put, sounds good, tell me more. Oh, tell me more doesn't fit. That's annoying. Sounds good, inbox me. There we go. So power of language and the words you use is so important. Another top tip, which I do with my polls, because there's nothing more annoying when you get someone who's replied to a poll and they go, oh, sorry, I did it by accident. I always make my poll questions quite a little bit smaller, and I'll whack it down to the bottom left of the screen. So then, you know, more often than not, like 9 times out of 10, they've genuinely hit that button, because most people scroll their stories. Think about where you scroll in the middle of your screen. So that's that one done. Okay, 1 and 2 done. So don't stress if you haven't finished yet, because you can look back on the task. But task 3, I want you to react to 20 stories. And this could be with just an emoji, but I think the algorithm is something like you need to say like 4 words. But however you do it on a story, it's going to go into their inbox. Okay, so react with 20 stories, nice and quick. And then I want you to choose 5 of those people to break the ice with a message. So it could be something like, someone might have been to the beach today, like, oh my God, it looks so nice there. Where did you go? Or, hey, I keep seeing your stories, and I don't think we've ever spoke to each other, so I thought I'd say hi, how are you? We want to start really looking at interacting with people. Oh, Sybil, what did you put? Sorry, for the business poll. So for the business poll, I've just done a picture of me in my car right now, and I've just put who wants a business they can take anywhere. But it could be anything. It could be somebody's success story, like who's just hit a promotion. It could be a picture of you with your kids. Do you want to work around your children? It could be anything really. With everything, when it comes to networking and putting posts out, I always think to myself, what would get me attracted to this? Like, what do I like? Because your vibe is going to attract your tribe. So try not to put too much pressure on doing what everyone else is doing, and think about how you would like to market. Okay, Elizabeth, I'm going to quickly post those in the chat box, the tasks again for you, darling. Okay, so going through your stories is normally quite, it should just run through 20 and then go back and pick 5 to chat to and break the ice. Obviously, just avoid, if you've got loads of reps in your stories, that does not count. You want to go with people that you don't know. Oh, okay, so my first one, someone's just had their nails done, so I'm going to break the ice with her. So do it in whatever order you want, but just try and aim to get about 20 done, and then message, like physically write a message to 5 of them. Okay. So another example, someone has put a picture of her in a field with a beautiful dress, saying this dress is from H&M, loads of people asking me. So I have just sent a message saying, wow, that dress is. Try not to overthink too much. Okay, so I've actually sent 3 messages now. You're so welcome, Ems. It's really hard. I keep having to flip between my phone and then coming back onto the Zoom. Oh, does it keep cutting out? Ah. Can everyone else hear and see okay? That's a really good idea. Janine says, why don't you screenshot the tasks and save them to your photos? You can always go back and do it together. Do you just send the message on the story directly? Yes, I do, darling. Yeah, directly on the message, because it goes to the same inbox, doesn't it? And then they get the picture of the story that you're messaging from. Is it my signal? Am I cutting out when I'm talking? Because I'm in my car. I don't go in my house because trying to get Bo off to sleep is a nightmare. All fine. Okay, cool. Cool. Fabulous. Okay, someone's just had their hair done, so love it. You look gorge. I've got quite a few reps on my stories though. When you're doing the breaking the ice, just remember, try and get something that they're going to reply to, not just, oh wow, you look lovely. If you're going to just put that, and put, how are you? I've not spoke to you for ages, or I've never spoke to you, so I thought I'd break the ice. We want to start some conversations up. And the reason why I find this really important, and I'll explain it a little bit further down the Yeah, you're not going to be able to see me. I'll tell you for why, because I'm using my phone and nobody needs to see out my big nose. But the reason it's super important, right? When we network with people, obviously we're in network marketing, and this is the part of the business which sometimes it's like, it feels like you're not doing actual work, but you're building the foundations to speak to people. So I try and network with minimum 20 to 30 people every single day. And the reason I do that, like I host opportunity calls twice a week. So I know if I've networked really, really well on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, on Sunday morning, I can go back to the people I've networked with, which I've just had genuine conversations about life. And then I could be like, oh, babes, by the way, I've just thought of you. I've got a call tonight. Would you be interested in earning a second income? And that way it's not spammy. And it's kind of like we've had those conversations, or I can say, oh, how did it go? Did you have a nice time at XYZ? What you up to tonight? By the way, I've got an opportunity call. And it's just a really fluid and organic way. So if you try and network as much as possible, instead of just messaging one or two people and then waiting for an opportunity call and spamming everybody, it just works so much better. So what you're doing now might not be, you might not get anything from it today or tomorrow, but over the next few weeks you might. But you'll find it so much easier to invite people to opportunity calls if you've built networking up with people. I hope that makes sense. I know what I mean. Oh, thanks, Elizabeth. So I'll be doing these short replies on Insta or Facebook. You can choose whatever social media you use. I'm such an Insta-phobe. I'm not very good on Instagram. So I'm just using Facebook. But whatever your platform is, you can tweak it for that. So let me know how you're getting on and when you are ready to go to the next task. Let me have a look at the next task. I'm going to pop I'm going to keep repeating the chat in the pasting the chat, because people are replying, moving further and further up the screen.
She's got a message when she gets off Zoom.
Okay. Oh, okay, Stacey, I can see this. So this is so helpful. Thank you so much. One question: when you add people and they message you saying, do I know you? I always find it hard to answer. I do two things. If they say, do I know you? And just a question mark, I never bother replying. But if they put kisses or an emoji, I'm like, oh, you sound nice. I always say something like, oh my God, and this is a little lie, by the way, but I'm like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. I thought I went to school with you, but I don't think I do. But I'm always up for making new friends. So please feel free to accept. Or I might say something like, no, we don't, but my Facebook's really boring and you're in my people you may know, so I thought I'd drop you a friend request or something like that. You can get a vibe, you can feel how people are, I think, when you look at a message. If there's no kisses, or it's really obvious if someone's added you and they say, do I know you? It's quite obvious they don't know you. Oh, someone's coming to my door. Oh, it's an Amazon man. That's okay, don't make them get that. Yeah, so do you know what, the only reason I don't message anybody when they've accepted my friend request, I generally don't drop a message straight away. In fact, I never really drop a message, but I will keep a note of who's accepted, and then I will start using those to network and interact with. What if you're 20 years older than them? Well, I don't tend to go for people that are 20 years younger than me. So it just depends. Like I'm really picky with who I add. And that's another thing I would say, like when you're adding people, that is one of the tasks at the very end. When you are adding people, don't just add. I go through groups and I'll network with people and start conversations in groups, and then I drop them a friend request. So I kind of know who I'm looking for, and I look at their friends list to see if they've got anything over 500 friends. Then normally we'll just add you without asking like any questions. And then I also think about what's on their Facebooks as well, like what's their profile like. If they don't post very often, they might be quite a private person, so they might not want to add you. Sorry, I'm just scrolling back up. Oh, Kirsty, welcome. You joined in July. You have joined at the best time. Yeah, I blame the kids too, Joanne. Sometimes I do that. I'm like, oh my God, my laptop's been open and my son's frustrated. I always say something like, oh my God, I've had loads of these messages. I think my son's been on my Facebook requesting everybody. But yeah, just think about, if someone sends you a friend request, have a little think about how you would like, if someone messages you and go, oh, I'm just trying to build my business, it's like, oh, okay, so you don't actually want to be my friend. Think about how you word it properly. Right, let me put these questions. What sort of groups are good for mums? I feel like I tried to connect in groups and get nothing back. So hold on, I'm just going to paste the tasks again in here. So I will do the friend request bit when we get down to that. Let's go on to task number 4. Find 10 new people in your newsfeed and comment on their posts. So scroll through your current feed for people that are online right now. And then comment on one of their posts. Now, the algorithms work. I think you have to do more than 4 words. Like, we get scored points, which makes you more visible. And I think you need to do like more than 4 words. So love that, or that's cute with an emoji isn't going to get you many points. So really think about talking on a post. God, I'm such a Gemini. Trying to flip between these screens is driving my brain mental. Oh, check out you beauties tagging me in posts already. I love you. Another little top tip I do, guys, and I don't know if I don't want to teach you to suck eggs, but when I've got people that I'm trying to network with, I think you can have up to 10 people on a see first basis. So I always pick people that I either want on my team or who've messaged me about products, and then I go onto their profile. Where it says friends, you can put the follow button. It can be default, unfollow, or see first. And if you click see first, no matter what time of day they posted, even if they haven't posted for a couple of days, their last post will always be at the top of your news feed, and then that's really quick to network with people. Yeah, I would do more than 4 words. Oh yeah, Caitlin, so I think it's 5 words without an emoji to be classed as engagement. I mean, to be honest, half of the things that I've heard is probably just people trying to get you to do their courses on how to network market, but apparently that's what the algorithm runs on, so I try and do that. Yes, most recent is really good for that too. Yes, good point. There's also, when you get your new friends as well, you can click on your friends list and find your most recently added people. Like, I am terrible for writing lists, and I know we're supposed to write lists, but I blame my star sign. I'm a Gemini. I'm not very good at writing lists, but you can always look at your most recent friends, take a screenshot, and then you've got them there on your phone, so you know who to network with. Also, if you go on your, I'm sure it's on your inbox, on your messenger, I think it's the ones with little green dots, that means they're online now. Actually, yeah, I think Steph Kendall's online. I can see you. If you go on your inbox, everyone comes up at the top and it shows you who's online, so that's a really good one to do if you just want to network with a few people who are currently online right now. Oh, we've done 25 minutes already. Gina, I'm a fucking nightmare, man. Comes to do things like that, structure. I'm like so chaotically organized, it's unbelievable. Okay, I'm just going to talk you through task 5. Don't stress if you haven't done your 10 people yet. We're just going to do posting a direct recruitment post on your profile. If you have already done one, find like a nice positive quote. And the thing I love about positive quotes, I tend to try and do one every single morning. If you get in the habit of doing them, or you can do them first thing in the morning or last thing at night, you can get, like, depending on how many people you've got on your Facebook, like sometimes I get hundreds of likes on a positive quote. And they're really good because then you can scroll back through and use that as a follow-up, because if people choose to like something that's not Juice Plus, they like something that you've posted, you've got that connection with the same kind of wavelength, if that makes sense. And then you can use, you've got like 200 people there, or even like 10 or 15 people. If you get 10 or 15 likes on a really good quote, you've got people you've got a connection with because you like the same thing, and then you can use that to network. So quotes are so powerful. And then what they also do is, you know, I always do a morning quote, which is either just words, or I'll do an actual picture. And sometimes if I'm either late doing it, which is very rare, or if I haven't and I've just done a post about me going running, I get messages going, oh my God, where's your quote this morning? People get used to seeing what you post. So even if they don't like or comment on them all the time, they kind of get used to it, and they rely on those posts to kind of wake them up in the morning, or they know that it's morning, or they know that something's like good's going to happen because they've seen your positive quote. So never underestimate the time of that. Hey Logie. What do you reply when people just reply with a thank you? There's nothing really you can do with that. They obviously don't want to talk. Just go on to the next one, babe. Next. What time in the morning do you post, hun? Okay, so I am a weirdo and I go out for a run at like 5:45 every single morning. So I generally try and get one before I either go out or as soon as I get back from a run. Do you keep recruitment posts short and sweet? I feel like mine are always really long. Guys, give me 2 secs because my teenager's just turned up at my, oh no, it's fine. Yeah, so listen, the way I think about it, Caitlin, is when it comes to posting, we live in a culture where you can have things at the click of a button. A really good picture is really good to entice people in, short and sweet, to the point, unless it's something about your own journey or your own story. If you've got something that's really long and it's about somebody else, you can always do a really short, sweet caption and then be like, Gemma's story is in the comments, check it out, or something like that, and then paste stuff in the comments. Think about what you want. You want something that's going to draw you in, not kind of start reading stuff like, oh my God, I don't have time to read all of this. And I think timing's right. I like timing in the morning. I know not everyone gets up when I get up, but at least then I know I've done my post. A little trick, which is what I do, if I post too early, or I posted something really good in the day and I'm like, shit, I should have posted that tonight when there's more people online, I go back into that post and I edit it. So I might just add an extra exclamation mark somewhere or a little emoji somewhere, and then it bumps it back into the news feed. So you can always do that. Tasha, how does everyone get themselves motivated? I've struggled the last 2 days. Apart from the Zooms and other videos, what else do you all do? Do you know what? Sometimes that's probably one of the hardest parts of this business, is being motivated. But I always look back and think about why I joined this business and what my life was like beforehand. Nothing will motivate you more than thinking of an empty bank balance. Like, I was skiing all the time, and you know, sometimes this business can be really hard, as in the motivation side of it. But I'm telling you, like, scrabbling around for loose change to buy food is really hard. Telling your kids no is really, really hard. You've got to pick your hard sometimes. Having a strong why, focus on discipline rather than motivation. Absolutely. There's loads of little tricks that you can do. Mindset is like 90% of this bit. Actually, mindset's 90% of life. It's not even just this business. 90% of everything is all in the power of your mind. So if you're struggling, go on YouTube. There's gazillions of motivational videos that you can use. Affirmations and gratitudes are the first things I do every single morning without fail, and they really give me a good, clear mindset for the day ahead. But you can do them at whatever time of the day, but morning works best for me, and then I do some in the evening. Wow, Ems, I've just seen that 78% of people don't read any long posts. That's so interesting. Oh my God, who mentioned the Miracle Morning? The Miracle Morning is awesome. I love that book. I started that about 2 years ago, and that's what got me up in the mornings. I absolutely love every morning's a Miracle Morning now. I love it. What if most of your news feed has nothing to interact on, though? They haven't posted for 5 days. You need new friends on your Facebook. Just keep going, or go on your friends list and start at A, pick 2 people from A, 2 people from B, 2 people from C, 2 people from D, and just do it like that. Lost track of what you said before. Oh my God, I don't even know what I said before. It's Gemini, I told you. The live is being recorded, so don't stress. But task are we up to? I'm going to talk through task 6 now because we've got half an hour left, so we are halfway through. Amazing. So task 6, go through today's posts, even the non-juice plus ones, and follow up, connect with a message or comment on their post. So could be something like, I mean, I get people, and even though I message them from liking my post, they don't always reply. But it could be something like, hey babes, how are you? Saw you in my notifications, thought I'd say hi. How are you? How have you been in lockdown? Bit weird, isn't it? I always do it so I can start have a question in there so they answer back. So all of Emma's, I know all the whole team winning calls, and this one is converted and it will be popped onto a YouTube. Emma Karen's got a YouTube channel, and they're generally always popped on there. Oh, amazing. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's always a bit scary doing calls like this because everyone works so differently. So I'm glad you're getting some value from it. I like this song. I know, Joe, me too. Sorry if it's annoying people, but I do like a bit of music on in the background. This is a good thing. So task 6, where you're going through your own post, and any post, absolutely any post, because sometimes I get like, I might not even get any likes on any of my Juice Plus posts, but people still watch you. But the ones you do get interaction in, they're interacting with you, like they're popping a like on there for a reason because they've liked what you've posted, so you've got that connection. So there's always someone to follow up with. I want to find an example. Let me quickly go on my messenger because I had one the other day and I was like, this is why networking works so well. It might work better actually with, let me find the girl that I'm looking for. Yeah, so basically I'm going to talk a little bit about networking, and this is why this works. About 5 or 6 days ago, I messaged someone I add everyone I meet on Facebook, and I met a girl on the airplane to Turkey a few years back, and I messaged her saying, hey Gorge, how are you, how's the fam? She's like, hi Claire, I'm good babe, considering all that's going on. How are you all? And I thought, oh good, we're so good, all settled in the house now, business is booming, and I'm loving life, haha. Looking forward to going out though. So I've added a bit about the business there, but then I've continued with something else that isn't relevant to business. And she's like, I'm so happy for you settling in nicely with your house, it looks amazing, what a great job you're both doing. Bo is getting so big. Anyway, finished the conversation, and then on Sunday I messaged her just saying, babe, can I ask a massive favour? Do you know anyone who's looking for an extra income stream? I'm looking to expand again and my team are absolutely killing it. I'd love to help more people. So I didn't ask her directly, I asked if she knew anybody. But bear in mind I started a conversation a few days back, so we've had a good little conversation. She's put, hi Claire, I can find out, but I would like to know a bit more about it because I could do with an extra income. And then I gave in with the opportunity call, the link to my opportunity call. So it's so important networking about anything. Like a genuine conversation though, like be interested in what they're talking about, because then you can just go back in a couple of days. We've got opportunity calls every single day, guys. There is something for everybody. So if you're networking every day, you can be like, right, I've got a call tomorrow. If it's a mum, we've got the Mums That Make It Happen call, which myself and Emma host every single Tuesday morning. I do one on a Sunday night. You've got Emma's is on a Wednesday, I think. Is it on a Wednesday, Sneds? I'm sure yours is a Wednesday. John's is on a Monday. He's got one on a Monday. Got a lads one. You've got a Thursday night one. There's something for absolutely everybody. So long as you're keeping those interactions up and those networking, it's so easy to quickly flick a message through and don't sound spammy, because I don't think that sounds spammy at work anyway. The mum's call is Tuesday at 11 o'clock. It's on this code actually, guys, the code that you've logged on to. This is the code for the Mums That Make It Happen call. Right, I'm just going to paste the chats. Yes, BitPro call 8 p.m. Thursday. And that's it. Do you know what? Because there's something specific for every person. You could use that. For example, if you want to get some mums on your team, if you are a mum, you could spend Monday, you could have a little bit of an interaction message like, how many mums do I have on my Facebook? How old are your children? Or who's got boys, who's got girls, or something really interactive. Then once you've got those people, like for me, when I joined the business, my Dan was 7, and it was a lot easier to build my business than it is right now, because Bo's 3.5 and he's like a little Klingon. So I always ask occasionally, like, how old are your kids? And then when people have kids that are 7 years and older, I generally do that before a mum's call. Then I'll message them and go, babes, if you've got some time on your hand, I've got a call tomorrow. Would you be interested in learning more? Is there a program of the calls? Yes, there is. There is. I've got one, but it's kind of got my some team training calls as well, which might not be like newbie calls and stuff, which probably would be relevant for some of you. We will get one. We'll put it in the Team Financial Freedom for you. Mum's call is on a Tuesday, every single Tuesday, 11 o'clock. This code. Right, it's 9:10. Task number 7 is one that probably kind of scares people. It's inviting 10 people, either their current clients or just potentials, to a business opportunity call. So either invite them to a call that's being hosted or offer to send a video. So this is where you want to go in, offering the business opportunity. We did our Monday night motivation call with my team last night, and I've got a girl in my team who is absolutely smashing recruitment right now. And I've already said the word she said not to use. She never uses recruitment. She always talks about growing her team. And what I loved about it, when she says, when you think about recruitment, it makes it sound really difficult, like it's an actual job. Growing your team should be fun. Expanding should be fun. So what she does is she says, like, listen, don't overthink it. We've got an amazing opportunity. And John did a live a couple of weeks ago, and he mentioned, he used to be really apologetic about the business. And I used to be exactly the same. I used to be like, oh, I'm sorry if it's not for you. And I'm, why am I fucking saying sorry? Like, we've got an incredible opportunity, especially right now. So be excited in your messages. If you're messaging with people who you've recently networked with, you can just be like, babes, I've got a call tomorrow. It might not be for you, but I thought of you and I think you'd love to watch it. Can I send you the information? So yeah, I know, and I'm the same, Ems. I hate the word recruiting, but it's like embedded in my brain. But think about growing your business, expanding. Growing and growth is the key word here, because this is what we want to do. So don't overthink it. And my girl Erin, honestly, she's like an absolute machine when it comes to growing her business, and she absolutely loves it. It shouldn't be frightening, it should be fun. When you message a random act of kindness to someone who doesn't speak English. Brilliant. I love that. Yes, exactly. It's an amazing opportunity you're offering someone for them. And that's it. I think I sometimes go in with, I feel like I would kick myself. There's been several times over lockdown when I've had people that I've really wanted to approach the business and I've been a bit nervous about it. And then literally the day later, they've bloody launched a business with another network marketing company. And I'm like, fuck's sake. Like, don't be afraid. Even if they say no, it's just a no to the opportunity. It's not a no to you. And I would rather someone said no to me than kick myself and then them smash another business when they could have joined me. Yeah, who do you know who? And that's it. Like, that's like the one I did with Anna the other day. I was like, babes, do you know anyone who's interested in earning a secondary income? And she was like, oh well, I can ask for you, but I'm interested. So really, really good. Oh my god, Joanne, that's amazing. A team meet already. Well done. What would you say to people to offer them the business? Like literally just that. If you've never had a conversation with someone, like I'm really not about cold messaging. So if you've never spoke to a person in an inbox before, please don't go in with a direct business opportunity post unless they put on their Facebook, I need more money. Then you can kind of work your message around that. But if you've got someone that you think you want to ask and you've never spoke to them, just start warming up with like a general message. Like I said, there's calls all week, so if you don't have to get them on immediately. Start some conversations up with them first, because that's why we get a bad name. There are certain people in the business who unfortunately ruin that. All right. Oh my God, Rachel, my on this day from when I first joined was horrific. What if they like your business post? So if they like your business post, hey babe, saw you in my notifications. Thanks for the like. Would you like some more information on joining the business? It's completely changed my life. I love it. If you've not been in the business too long and you haven't had that massive life-changing moment, you could be like, I'm having so much fun. The team are amazing. We get to do really cool stuff. Even though it's online, it feels like I'm part of a massive community. Products are wicked. So many people are like getting promoted or whatever. Like, just get excited. Oh, I'm not too sure. Emma, your call is for ex-professional, like corporate girls, isn't it, on a Wednesday, if I remember rightly? So people who worked in an office or had a corporate kind of job. I might be wrong, but I'm sure that's the Wednesday call. Actually, we've got a beauty call as well. So especially now, guys, now that beauty looks like it's been locked down again, perfect opportunity to reach out to anyone in the beauty industry and get them on Monday morning's call. When we come off this, I will try and get a list done of all the calls that are happening, and we'll pop them in. I might even be in there, the Team Rhino group. That's a really good idea, Joanne. When customers are really excited about products, do you know what I do? Yeah, that's it. Any working people, so anyone that wants to leave the 9 to 5. But what I do with customers is, if I get someone, like I'm not saying this like being big-headed, but I generally, my orders, I always get people on the package, and it could be shakes, premiums, omegas, lift, or it'd be shakes, premiums, omegas. They're like my most popular packages. And before they've even placed their order, once they've decided what they want and we've talked through the package, I always say, I don't know if you've thought about it before, if you need a second income, but you're halfway to your promotion already with the points that you'll get from this, and you'll get commission. So if you were looking for a secondary income, or you wanted to kind of get cheaper products and refer your friends and family, you don't need to be a full-time rep. Joining the business would be perfect for you. Did you want me to send you some info? So it's really good. Even if they say no, you've planted that seed right at the point of sale as well. Customers make the best teammates, they really do. Do you know what though? The thing is, you can kind of judge with someone. If it's like, a lot of people will be like, oh, do you know what? I want to get through my journey first. I want to blog my journey first and see how I get on. You're like, that's absolutely cool, babe. I just always like to give you the option. Oh, I like this song. Hey, this is the song for if anyone says no. Thank you, next. We have got 15 minutes left. So task number 8, I'm going to talk you through this one. This is my airy fairy woo woo side that comes out when I do this one, because I absolutely love passing on a bit of gratitude. I want you to go on Pinterest. If you are not on Pinterest, get your beautiful bums on Pinterest. It's amazing. It has got so much on there. And find a positive quote and send it to 10 random people as a random act of kindness. So what I do is I get a quote, and I will pop a message like, hold on, you're welcome, Tiffany, no problem. What I do, oh sorry, someone's just said, do you recommend paying for Facebook adverts? Me personally, I don't. I've never used an advert ever, but I don't know if anybody else uses adverts. So go on Pinterest, and then what I do, let me try and find you an example of one that I've sent. Let me have a look. Random. If you've got a brand, you could always brand your picture up as well, by the way. There we go. So what I did the last one, I've picked you to send, I've picked you for my send a quote to a random person today. I hope you like it. And the picture I chose says, my wish for you is that life becomes all you want it to. Your dreams stay big and your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things to you. Yeah, this is my wish. Just find something that's really nice, really quirky, and pick. Did I say 10 people? Just randomly send it to people. You never know what sort of day someone's had. Yeah, I'll pop my message down here, 2 secs. And so many people are like, hold on, what did this girl say? She put, oh, thank you, lovely lady. I wish the same for you too. And that is someone I've spoken to before, but I hadn't spoken to her for a few months. But again, you can go through your stories, see who's online, and then randomly send them the message. Doesn't have to be as cheesy as my one, but I love stuff like that. So this is what I send. There we go. So I just put, hey you. So I picked you for my send a quote to a random person today. I hope you like it. No, I just literally download the photo and just send the photo on. Yeah, I love that, Sarah. Do you know what? One that I used to use all the time. I used to watch the soaps, haven't watched the soap for years, but I used to have one of Bet Lynch behind the bar. I'll get Peggy Mitchell behind the bar and say taking last orders, and I'll do that on an evening post. I mean, Joanne, you can kind of get in the habit of trying to do it every day. It's up to you. You add your photo to the positive quote. Thanks. Oh, I've had a few private messages on here saying that you've added me on Facebook. Do you know what? I genuinely mean this. I'm almost at 5,000 friends. But please feel free to follow me and I will follow you back, I promise. Make sure your profiles are set to follow. All my posts are public, so you can see everything. Oh, Charlene stayed up till 12:30 in here in Dubai. It was so worth it. Thanks so much. You were so welcome. We've got 10 minutes left, guys. So let's just going to post the task again. Okay, task number 9. This is super important. By the way, these tasks aren't in any particular order, but this is one of the most important ones. It's really important when you get clients that we know how to treat them well and we make them raving fans. So bringing value to your client groups is so important. Don't just dump them in a client group and think that everyone else is going to look after them. Find something funny. I love like the stupid diet memes. Or something, you know, you can get like the parodies of Adele songs where they're singing about being on diets and stuff. Things like that always make me laugh. Post exercise workout routines, or I don't know, the last one I posted was of some cakes that were made to look like real life objects, which were really weird. There's a video. Or it could be like some sweet potato toast hacks, or I don't know, think about something so it's not just people posting their dinners every day, because it can get really boring. So go and find something, put something of value in your client group. If you are admin on the client group, or you've all got a joint one, you can schedule posts. So make sure, like, if you've got a team of people, somebody take Monday, someone take Tuesday, someone take Wednesday, someone take Thursday, and so on, and schedule one post a day. You don't need to do like 10 to 12 posts every single day in there. Just one person owning one day and making sure something valuable goes in there other than their own food, like a really decent recipe, a really quick recipe. A lot of our groups have got mums in it, so a bit like me, I don't like to cook in the kitchen for too long. Good 10-minute meals, something for the kids, whatever. Oh, Deb's just so welcome. Give Phoebe a big kiss from me. We've literally got 8 minutes left, guys. And the last one's really simple. Actually, it's probably really simple, but it's ones that people get really scared of, is adding people to your network. Sorry, my throat's going so dry sitting in the car. What if you only have the female and co group? I'm not too sure what that group is, sweetheart. Oh my God, my throat. Honestly, it's my car. It's so dusty. I need to clean it out. I've got a dust and pollen allergy, which only ever really happens in my car if I get lots of flowers. I'm so grateful that this has helped you guys. So adding people, right, this is what I say to people when they get really scared to add people. I want you to imagine that you've started your Juice Plus business and you haven't added anybody, or you're really scared to do it. You may as well, posting on your social media and not building your audience is like getting a flyer for your business and going to your next door neighbour every single day and keep posting it through their letterbox over and over and over again. You need to expand, and you've got to ask yourself, like, for me, I say it to my team all the time, like, in fact, a lot of them were my customers to begin with, but they were my customers because I randomly added them. And I always say, look, how did we meet? How did you find me on Facebook? And they'll go, oh my God, I don't know, actually. I think you just added me. Exactly. So there are people out there who are willing to accept your ad. Don't be afraid. If they don't accept, no one's going to die. Like, the world will go on tomorrow if no one accepts your friend request. If someone says, do I know you? Doesn't matter if you don't want to reply to it, don't reply to it. But the chances are you could get someone in there who's a potential diamond, or you could get someone that you could really help change their life and change their health. So just honestly, if you need to have a couple of glasses of wine before you go on an adding spree, do it. I always find I break my adding up. So I aim to add, some days I don't add anybody, and then the next day I might do about 50 people, but break it down through like 10 in the morning, 10 at lunchtime, 10 in the evening. If you go on, I mean this because I know well, not everyone, but a lot of people bring their phones to the toilet. So if you're in the toilet, quickly add 5 people. If you put the kettle on, go and add another 5 people. Get in the habit, people you may know, or go and find, actually, Snedge, you said this, I can't remember where we were, what convention we were, or what training we were at, and you did like the avatar, like create your avatar of you. Where do you hang out? What do you like to do? Where would you shop? What are your interests? Create that avatar And then find those things on Facebook. So if you're a mum, go and find some mum groups. If you are, if you shop at Boohoo online or River Island, go and find the pages and then go through the likes on those posts. Quite often they've got more than 200 odd likes. So I would, yeah, you are your ideal client and team member. So I would go on those and then send friend requests from there. But when I'm adding people, just as an example, I generally don't just spam or cold add people. So I've created quite a few communities on Facebook which have got nothing to do with Juice Plus, and I've built them up over the last few years. I might ask a question in a mum's group that I'm in, and it'll be a question that I know the answer to, but one that I know all the mums will jump on. So it'll be like, did you breast or bottle feed? Or guys, my child won't sleep at night, like, is this a regression? And loads of mums will jump on. And then what I do when they're answering my question, I will start mini conversations on that thread with every single person, and then I'll like their comment when they've sent me a comment. And then once I finish the conversations off, I'll whack them a friend request. And because we've had that conversation for 5 minutes, they're more than likely going to add you. So and then that's how I build my network up. It's a little bit long-winded than just randomly adding people, but do what you need to do, but you need to be growing that audience all the time. Yeah, look through your profiles. I do that too. Someone just put, what's the best way to follow up with someone that says they need to think about it? So top tip, many years ago when I first joined, we had a training with this sales guy. Sinead put him on. He was great. It was nothing to do with Juice Plus. I can't remember what his name was though. He can't have been that great. But he said, what do you say? Give me an example of what you say when someone says, I'll have a think about it. And I went, well, I normally just say, okay, babes, no problem. I'm here when you're ready. And he was like, does anybody else say that? And everyone kind of put their hands up. He was like, no, 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 no. What you need to do is like, okay, that's cool. Have a think about it. Well, just for example, it's today, Tuesday, but that's wicked. Well, I'm getting some new starters ready on Thursday. I'll give you a shout on Thursday and you can let me know when you're ready. And that way you're subconsciously giving them 48 hours to make their decision. So you could say something like, I'm getting people started on Thursday. Is this a good time to message you? You can kind of plant the idea that they're gonna have a think about it over the next 48 hours, because the thing is, you've got to remember, people are really busy. And you know, I've done it as well, where someone's asked me, oh, I've gone to order something, and I'm like, oh, I'll have a think about it, and then they'll randomly message me at the most inconvenient time, and then I'll be like, oh god, I haven't even thought about it. No, don't worry about it, it's not for me. But if they know that they've got to make a decision, even then it still might be a no. But if you've potentially got the, you know, you've put a little bit in there, give them 48-hour window, or, you know, I'm getting some new starters started next week, have a little think about it, I'll shout you on Monday. Plant that seed of when you're going to make that conversation, that follow-up, then they're expecting it and it's not a surprise. And that's what I always say, you know, when's the best time to message you? Because, you know, like, mums are really busy. Always, I'm the worst. Even when my friends message me, if they message me when I'm doing something, I think I'll reply to that, and it could be 2 months later and I still haven't replied. So really think about it. But what are the other messages on here? Oh yeah, and always, yeah, that's a good one. Ask them what they're unsure about. Someone asking me if they knew me. Instagram is easier for me, but my old school mate said one woman had just tucked her weight into her pants and she hadn't lost any weight. Listen, we're not here to convince people. We're here to help people. You're going to get people who will, there's so many before and afters. Lauren Dell's before and after, I love sharing it, but I get so much people going, it's not real, it's not real. We know it's real. We know how the products make us feel. You don't need to, convince people, and your experience is all it takes. So long as you're immersing yourself in the products, you're immersing yourself in the business, people can say what they want about the products and the before and afters. Doesn't matter, so long as you believe it. There will be people that genuinely need you and will come to you. What do you do when someone asks for info? You send it and receive no response at all. How long do you leave it and how do you follow up? Sometimes, depends who it is. Sometimes I'm really cheeky and I'll just put loads of fingers like pointing up to it and go, babes, have you seen this yet? But yeah, I would generally give like 24 to 48 hours. I take everything off Facebook, by the way. I do everything on WhatsApp. you can pin chats on WhatsApp as well. I've got a product guide which I send, which is branded for my brand, and I say it's too big for Messenger. So every time someone messages me on Facebook, I'll say, babes, I've got the product. Once I've talked to them about what they want, I was like, wicked, I've got a product guide for you, but it's too big for Messenger. Here's my number, drop me a WhatsApp and I'll send it over. And the reason I started doing that is I lost my Facebook twice last year. I managed to get it back, thank God, but it really frightened me, and it really made me think, fuck, what would I do? Would I have a business if I didn't have Facebook tomorrow and if it closed down? So really think about taking stuff offline. And you know, WhatsApp's great because you can send voice notes which are longer than a minute. You've got someone's phone number. I always find it works so much better for me. You can do broadcast lists, which transformed my business. And even if people if they say no to the product, what I do is then I'll be like, right, well, I do daily inspiration for food. So if you want some food ideas, send me your number and I'll keep you on my broadcast list. And then I do a broadcast for food. And honestly, I get so many orders from it because I send the same posts that I send my clients, and it's got my capsules or my shakes in it. So I generally get quite a lot of orders that way. Do you know what, Danielle? I just got it back after 48 hours, but it happened twice. Oh, Julia, that's so nice. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful that you guys have enjoyed this. It's actually 9:30 now, guys. You've done an hour. Well done. We've still got 291 people on. Wicked. Love that. So we are done and dusted, but you know, the night is still young. Feel free to carry on when you get off this call. The pinned WhatsApp, you can pin 3 chat DMs on WhatsApp. So basically, if I've got anyone who's thinking about products, I just go on to, I wonder if I can share my screen. Can I show you? Yeah, let me show you. I think I can share my screen. 2 secs. Oh, hold on. Share. Hold on. Share screen. So let's go on to WhatsApp. Can you see that? So here we go. I've got 3 pinned posts. So these are just people that I've spoken to. So all you need to do, let's unpin her. Unpin her and let's pin Lynn McDonald. So I'm going to pop a pin in her. It just means no matter how many times people message outside of those messages, they stay at the top of my list. So they're people, in fact, I can actually unpin this woman because she is on all the products now. Amazing. What I've done, how do I stop the share on this? So what I've done now is I don't use this phone anymore. This is my personal phone. I've just bought a new mobile, which I do my, as a work phone. So I've got all my WhatsApps on a separate mobile, and I keep all my team and clients on a different mobile phone now. And that works really well for me. So the use to pin them is just if someone says that they'll have a think about the products, it means you can continue your, if you find, like I've got broadcast lists, so I've got 60 odd people on one broadcast list, 40 on another. When I send a broadcast, quite a few people will reply to that broadcast message. So all of a sudden my WhatsApp inbox is just so high that all those people that I've been networking with will then be right down on the list. So I'll forget people unless I search for them. So you can pin people, but you can only pin up to 3 chats. Julia, literally inspirational quote or morning motivation or happiness quote or anything, just type in the words and it comes up with them. Oh my God, broadcast it. Sorry, I wasn't oh my godding at you, by the way. I was oh my godding at a message that's just come through. What's a broadcast? So broadcast list on Facebook. Shall I quickly show you mine? Oh fuck, I've moved into my other phone. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can show you an old broadcast. Let me oh, I'm really glad you guys have enjoyed. So nervous coming on these calls, you know. So WhatsApp, let's go through my old broadcast list. Will be quite far down, I think. Here we go. So transform May to June. So I ended this at the end of at the end of July. So basically what you can do, can you guys see this okay? So you can create a broadcast list. So here's my list info. There's not many people on it now because I've removed loads of people that I've transferred to my other phone, and I do it for the last 4 months. So all my clients that are paying installments, this is my transform clients, and I will just pop them picture, busy day today, so a good breakfast to keep me loaded, all days in order. And basically when you post on a broadcast list, it posts to everybody on that list, but they're not in a group, so they don't get replies from anybody else. They just get your message, and then when they reply, it comes through as an individual message. So I always do my food, I do my breakfast, what I'm doing at the weekend, like I keep it real. Oh my god, that cake was amazing. Here we go, my morning post. Went for a run this morning, stacked it 1 minute in. And how I speak to the people, I always speak to them like I'm just speaking to that one person. So really think about how you're putting your post across. Happy Monday, beautiful. We'll update you with breakfast later. There was me eating breakfast at my mum and dad's with my little one. I'll send them links to my Facebook when I do lives. It's generally just food and capsules and quotes. Here we go. The best part about life, every morning you have a new opportunity to become a happier version of yourself. So really think about what you're sending, give value. And I do a lot on my WhatsApp, like literally there's me doing my lift in the morning. Just use it like a diary basically, but I love broadcast lists, they're so good. How do I get you back and get off my screen? Just going through the messages. Are they for your customers, your team? So I do customers, and I've got one for potential customers. So I might post on my Facebook, anyone that likes my food posts, I'll be like, babes, I post more food every single day on my broadcast list. Do you want me to add it to you? It's on WhatsApp. Something really important that you have to remember is for someone on a broadcast list, they need to save your phone number in their address book on their phone for them to receive the broadcast. So what I do is I will say to someone, hey babes, I can add you to my list, here's my number, add me, and then drop me a WhatsApp. That way they've normally saved your number first, because I've had clients before and they're like, oh, I thought you were going to message me every day. It looks like you've messaged them on your phone, but they won't receive them. And that's the rule with broadcast. You have to be saved contacts on both phones for the broadcast to go through. Right, it's 20 to 10. This has been so fun. I'm really actually going to have to get out of my car though now, and go indoors. Yes, oh, it says Barker. I don't know who Barker is, but yes, what I can do is I can screenshot you just some posts, but I generally just use it like a diary. Honestly, it's so simple, and I run a lot of my stuff all off my WhatsApp. No, I don't add random people from my contacts to my broadcast list. I make sure they've always asked to be on my broadcast. Also, I don't know if you know, WhatsApp do stories as well. I do stories on my WhatsApp sometimes if I remember. Thanks, Deanna. That's so kind. Natalie V, I just got your private message. You're brilliant. I feel like I need a full day with Claire Black. You're excellent. You'll be sick of me. Right, I'm going to go though, guys. It's 20 to 10. Listen, next Tuesday, same time, after the whole team winning call, we just stay on. Not many people know about it, so we only had like, I think about 30 odd people last time, but we will do the same sort of tasks. I find by not switching it up, you get into quite a good habit. So try and get on as many power hours as you can, because so many people do different things, so you'll learn loads of different tips, and then you can find the ones that you really, really love. But well done for getting on. Yes, we all stay on afterwards, so stay on the whole team winning call as soon as it's finished. Sometimes it goes on a little bit past 9, but we will do the full hour. So if it finishes at 20 past 9, we'll stay on till 20 past 10, and you know, so on. Oh, I love this song. Don't want to get off now. Right, epic call, girls. Go and make guys as well. I think there might be guys on here, but thank you so much for joining. I will share the recording. I don't know if the recording is going to be very useful because it's just, but I'll share it anyway. And I will see you guys super soon. Have a good evening, lots of love, and I'll catch you later. How do I end this? Bye, bye, bye.